What's up guys, my name is Aaron and today I'm going to be reviewing Endless. This is the second studio album by Frank Ocean. This isn't really like a studio album, this is kind of like a visual album in the way of Beyonce's Lemonade or Kanye's Runaway. It kind of tells a story through the use of these songs. Frank Ocean is one of my favorite artists out right now. I love Nostalgia Ultra, Channel Orange, and his unreleased material and stuff. I feel like he's one of the most introspective and really personal artists out there right now. I just love his insight. I feel like he has a really unique and kind of catchy production style. Well, I just love his whole presence. Even before he kind of came out, I was always a big fan of his music. I've been looking forward to this album for years and I'm so glad that it actually came out. I've been waiting for 4 years since I was actually in high school for a studio album for Frank Ocean, so I've always been a big fan. This was a great album to me, but I felt like this was a little bit scatterbrained. I thought the whole concept of a visual album was really cool too. People like Beyonce, Kanye have kind of done this before, but he kind of did it in a different way. It's really just him building the staircase that he's been live streaming on Apple Music for a couple weeks. But I do like that. It kind of represents, I guess, him working on his craft, meticulously planning and, carefully doing everything. And it kind of makes sense with how much time he's been spending on his album, and that if you kind of wait for him to, kind of perfect his work, it will pay off in the end. I was really pissed off when I saw him initially doing this because I thought he was just kind of playing around and stuff like that, but kind of seeing the context of the album in this form, it does make sense, and I do like it in the context of this album. And I feel like the production on this was very experimental. It's very spacey, very airy. There's a lot of pauses in the music and stuff like that, and it's kind of electronic based. It's very minimalistic and very simple too. I kind of combine these, Mine and Unity. I feel like it's really out there. It kind of sounds like a James Blake production. With the siren that's in the back of that track, the slinky guitar, and the kind of random stuttering drums on that track. I really like that vibe. It kind of reminds me of James Blake's music. On the song In Here Sometimes, it kind of sounds like an 80s movie soundtrack with just a very airy and echoey synth. Comme des Garçons. I love the woozing synth, the trippy percussion. I just love how airy and kind of spacious that song sounds. The production is very unique and really trippy, but I do like his kind of catchiness and I do like his attention to detail and stuff on this album as well. I feel like his vocal performance is just, really great as always. I feel like he's equally talented at singing and rapping on here. At Your Best, Your Love, this is a cover of a Aaliyah song, and it's also a cover of an Isley Brothers song. Well, he just flows so effortlessly in the chorus when he goes into that very high falsetto. It just sounds very natural, and I do like him on the verses. He sounds really breathy and very airy, and I do like the way that he's singing on that song. Very emotional performance. On Mine Unity, he raps kind of in the Blue Whale mode. If you heard that song where he's rapping so lackadaisically and very chill. It kind of reminds me of spoken word poetry, but he really makes it sound really cool and really just kind of edgy. Como des Garçons kind of has that Jamaican kind of Caribbean vibe to it. I love the upbeat way he's rapping, and I love the natural bounce that he has to his cadence and stuff. I feel like he's really strong at singing and rapping on here, and it really makes it a really interesting experience to kind of see him kind of float effortlessly throughout those two different genres and stuff. And the lyrics and themes, again, really personal, really introspective, and you really get a sight into his life. It really goes into detail about his relationship with his ex-boyfriend. Mine Unity is really talking about his ex-lover who kind of really mistreated Frank really badly. He's kind of airing out his grievances on that song. On Slide On Me, he's kind of talking about this relationship where he's been putting in all this work, but the other guy in the relationship isn't really doing a lot for him as well. Como des Garçons is really about his relationship with his lover, Camel Raymond, his ex-boyfriend. This kind of goes into more detail about that. I feel like this album is mostly about his relationship with his ex-boyfriend, and it really does go into a great detail about his relationship and stuff, and it's really kind of heartbreaking kind of hearing him sing and rap about him as well. The only thing I could knock this album for is that I felt like some of the songs felt like sketches to me, they didn't feel done. They kind of felt bare bones, and it kind of makes sense. It kind of seems like it was kind of throwaways from the album that he was working on, but this sounds like a sketchbook, if that makes sense. I thought the concept was really interesting, kind of seeing him do his own unique take on doing the visual album, kind of different from Beyonce and Kanye West. I feel like his vocal performance is really cool too. I feel like he had a really nice, range with his singing, and I feel like his rapping was really great. You wouldn't really expect your singer to have that much rapping ability, but he just sounds so effortlessly when he raps, and I really like that this album kind of showcased that a little bit more. I like the production on this as well. I felt like it was really airy, really spacey, and it had like kind of James Blake vibe to it. And I felt like his personal life, like his talking about his relationship and stuff, was really interesting to me. And I always like getting a more of an insight into Frank Ocean's life. One thing I can really knock this for is that some of the songs didn't feel very finished. I felt like they could have had a little bit more fleshing out, and it would have satisfied me a little bit more. I did really like this a lot. I would give this a B plus. If you're a Frank Ocean fan, you've already heard this and you've already like examined it and stuff like that. But that's just kind of my thoughts. I just felt like it could have been a little bit more fleshed out, and then it would have been a really great album. But as is, I thought it was a pretty decent album. But that's just the first one. He released another one, so I'm definitely gonna give that a review as well. So what did you guys think? Did you like this album? Did you hate this album? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Bye.